Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to my little stream. So we are doing a channel update stroke unboxing today, and I'm really happy that we have a guest. We have Natasha.
Hello.
How are we?
Yeah, I'm all right. I've been out today.
You're all right.
Yeah.
So let's see who the first person is to notice something a little bit different about me today.
Me.
No, not you, but oh, what just happened there?
Can
you still hear me?
No.
Seriously?
Okay.
No, the reason I asked is I heard something drop, and then the US, it sound, you know, when you get that noise and you disconnect to USB.
Yeah.
And I'm just testing that, you know, I'm wondering if these are falling out. Right, guys. So, yeah, right. So I am back. I arrived back this morning, had a bit of a difficult journey. That's quite a fun journey, actually. The coach in front of us, the 11 o'clock, which was supposed to go via Manchester, broke down. So we took on all of their Glasgow passengers, but not their Manchester ones. And funnily enough, I walk on. Last time I came home, there was a guy sitting opposite me, booked the table seat opposite me, and we just got on like a house on fire. And I'm like, I walked.
Where'd you go? Where'd Penny go?
What just happened there?
I don't know, but I was like, where's Penny gone?
I'm blaming you, you know.
I didn't do
I don't know what it was, but I'm going to blame you.
No, I'm blaming Mike.
Yeah, we'll blame Mike. Yeah, that's always a good idea, isn't it? Yeah, so anyway, so I get on the coach and I'm like, I know you, don't I? It's him. And but anyway, this woman comes on, a bit loud. I think she's had a little bit too much to drink. I don't mean this derogatory, but you could tell she comes from Glasgow. And the guy opposite, he's on his own. He's booked the whole lot. Well, he didn't book the whole lot, but he's got a table seat and there's 3 spare seats. So she comes in. Oh, look at you. You got 3 seats all to yourself, all spare. How lucky are you? Not anymore, you're not. So we're all looking at, So we're all looking at each other. We're like, well, I don't think we like this woman. Anyway, then the driver comes and he says, you can't sit there. They're all reserved seats. Sorry, apologies for this. I was having a sneaky munch before the stream and I got a bit of something stuck in my teeth. So he comes, you can't sit there. These are all reserved. Yeah, but they're all empty. Excuse me. They're all empty. She goes, doesn't matter. There was loads of seats upstairs. Well, she starts kicking off and she's a little bit loud and a little bit. So, and anyway, then she starts having a go at him and she starts sort of hurling personal comments at him. So that's when he decides she's getting off. So we're like, yeah, we're happy with that. But because of the coach, there you go, it works. So I'm trying a new feature. Well, I say new feature. I can connect, let me find it. I can connect various widgets. So what I've done is I've connected, there's a widget called Chatbox. And I noticed that Wayne Welly's left a comment, hi all, and it's actually come up on the screen. So that kind of works. Dominique Koku says, evening, Penny and Natasha. So his comments come up. I might fiddle around with it. I might remove it. There's also the alert box. So I think what's going to happen is if someone subscribes to the channel or something, it might come up on the screen and go, ta-da! So I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's all about experimenting.
Yeah.
So the coach left 40 minutes late from Victoria. Now I know it's due in at 7:30 in Glasgow, but I know we can do it half an hour early. But obviously we're being 40 minutes late. And I said, to be honest with you, I don't really mind because I'm not doing work for about 4 days. So we've got Alf all fired up crafting lounge. Hello, lovies. Hello, loves. How are you all? So at least now, if this works out, at least you know your chat is coming up on the screen. So it just means that we might not be able to. Well, we could use that view, but then it means it's all. So Dominic says you have new headphones. Ta-da! If I had a prize to give you, Dominic, I would give you a prize. So I was at the hotel unpacking all my things, and I noticed that whatever happened, the USB connector had gone like this at 45-degree angles, and it knackered the USB connector. So I thought I need to buy new headphones. So I saw these in Argos, and they're purple, and I just thought, well, that's obviously meant to be, isn't it? So, and here's the best thing: it mutes with the mic. Look, ready? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8.
That means we can't talk about her, but she could talk about us.
Yeah. So it's brilliant. But yeah, I just like the way it mutes. The only trouble is it's connects with the 3.5mm jack, and the cable's this long. So I've had to buy a 3.5mm to USB and then a USB extension cable. But apart from that, but they were like 30 quid. Robert, hi Judy, my sweet, and Penny, and everyone. How are you, my good friend? So yeah. So one thing I've got to say, if anyone wishes to join us, you are more than welcome to. But we are doing an unboxing tonight. Very well. I think you meant everyone. Robert, doing great so far. Right, so stream's been running for a few minutes. Should we do some unboxings?
Yep, go ahead.
Before we do an unboxing, I know you've released a video.
Yeah.
You like to give us a very quick flash of what you received?
Yeah, I'll do the first one because I always do that one first.
Wayne Welly says, what's the theme of the unboxings? The theme of the unboxings is things I've received in the last 3 weeks. How's that for a theme?
Yeah. Right, the first one is to Lord Peter Webster,
who I'm very upset with at the moment.
He's not in yet, so you have to wait.
Okay, I'll be upset with him when he comes in.
And he kindly got me some of this.
Yes. So what I'm now interested in,
I don't know how to use it.
No, that's fine. You'll learn how to use it. So my opinion of that is that that's very good glue, and this glue, which you own already, is okay.
Yeah.
But your Tamiya Extra Thin is better. Right. It's so good that people will call this crap. Now, you've built a tank and part of a Mustang with this glue, so you know the plane and the plane, so you know it works.
Yeah.
But I want to know, after you've used that Tamiya Extra Thin, I want to know if you are honestly saying it's better than poly cement, or if poly cement is crap.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm interested to know. I want to know your opinion when you've used it.
Okay.
The reason I'm upset with Lord Peter is I said to Natasha, I'm going to buy you something, but I can't buy it until tomorrow, which is payday. And that is what I was going to buy her. So, so Wayne let me see what his name of the unboxing. Vague. So Wayne Welly says vague. Robert says hi, Dominique. Wayne Welly, it's easy to use that Extra Thin. It is easy to use.
Yeah, I'm scared of it. I'm scared of it.
What's the weather like in Canada, Robert? Wayne Welly says, plus the brush applicator is better and more precise. Yeah, basically, you're no longer going to be cutting bits of cardboard and getting like making applicator strips and bits of this and that. You're just going to use the brush.
Right. Okay.
I think it's great. Robert says it's about 10°C, 50 Fahrenheit and sunshine.
Ooh.
Nice.
Do you send it over?
Yeah. So I'm quite liking that chat thing at the moment. We'll see how it goes on. Right. So I have received some parcels. I will divide them into 4 piles. The first pile is 3 packages that I've opened. Well, 4 packages that I've opened already. The first one is, let me go
big.
Let me go down and big.
Huh? Oh, okay, got you.
How's that?
Yeah.
Right, so I'll just zoom in, so I just get rid of my crisps, so you
Zoom,
don't see.
zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. So Peter sent me a package. He said, I've got 2 packages to come. One will arrive on the Saturday and one will arrive on the Sunday. Now, I left for London too early to get the one on Sunday, but these came on the Saturday. And this is a product, not this product, but I own these already for my nail care. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, why the hell have I not got these already? So what they are is they're just ordinary bottles, but the way you get things out is you push this down. Now, they use these in nail polish salons, and for some reason I can't find my kitchen roll. So here we are. So the way it's used in nail salons, let me put some water in. Water. We'll just put a little bit in. So you fill it up with whatever you want to dispense. Now, the reason these are so good in nail salons is obviously, being a beauty tech, you're probably going to paint your own nails as well. And you're going to have nail polish remover. You don't want to remove your own nail polish. So the way you do the nail polish remover is you get your cloth, you place it over the top, you push it down. This is going to take a couple just to sort of get it primed. Peter, you got me a duff one. There we go. Right. So you put the cloth over like that.
Yeah.
You push it down a couple of times, then you can just bring it in. And now you can remove nail. I mean, that's obviously water, but you can see you can apply it without actually getting your nails in.
Cool.
But it's really handy. There's times when I want, like, say, for example, I'm cleaning my model. So I could fill this up with an alcohol solution. So here, I'm just grabbing this because that just happens to be near. But let's say I want to give this a wipe before I paint it or something. So I can just get a little bit of the alcohol and then I can give it a wipe.
Yeah.
And that is absolutely superb. And I'm kicking myself because I don't know why I never thought of that myself. But Peter Webster obviously has. So, but yeah, like it just, can you see how it just applies the water? Now, I don't know if maybe he was thinking of that as maybe a brush cleaner. The only trouble with that, well, I don't know. It doesn't seem to go down. But I would use that as a brush cleaner. You know, you're doing a bit of painting and then, you know, you want to change color, so give your brush a quip and then switch colors. You know, that would work. I don't know. I'll try. I've got 3 bottles here. I'll try it in as many different ways as I can. But what he said is, this is the Saturday package. It goes with the Sunday package. Now, I don't know which package is a Sunday package, so I'm getting that one over and done with now. So the next couple of packages, let's say these are packages that I've already opened because I know they're my part works. So we have got, I will just quickly whiz over these. This one actually came this morning. This is my gauntlet. So the next 5 issues of gauntlet, and there's an awful lot of base pieces in it. So by the next 5 issues, I'll have the base built up. And because I love you all, I'm going to give you a quick sneak preview of what it's going to look like at 46. Something like that.
Cool.
And let me have a look at 45, I think. I don't think the base is finished at this point. But you basically got that for the base, because there's obviously a bit going to come up, but I think they're going to give us some steel bars at some point in the future. So that's the Infinity Gauntlet. I was going to film that today, but I had a lot going on, as in my cat sitter came round and we sort of chatted for a few hours, and my neighbour came round, and my neighbour is the most lovely woman you'll ever meet. So Robocop has arrived, just the 4 issues.
Nice.
15, 16, 17, 18. Now, the problem with the Robocop is because it's a humanoid thing, you're going to be building everything twice. But I think it's one of these, you've got to go with it. It is a really nice build. If you haven't been watching it, give it a little look. It is really nice. But we did the head to start with, and then we've done like a shoulder joint, but now they're getting sensible and they seem to be building it from the base up, which I think is the best way to build it. But all these part works, the first few issues, they give you something that stands out. So in the case of Robocop, they gave us the helmet,
Yeah,
because you instantly recognize it. Now the ET, it looks like we're going straight in with the main build, because they've given us the face to start with, and oh look, screwdriver, because you can never have enough screwdrivers. So we have got now. I was getting ready to quit this because I paid my $1.99 or whatever, waited months for the first 2 issues to come, and they came, and that's the way it is because it's pre-order. But I've waited 2 months and 3 issues have come, and I'm like, really? And there was a lot. Normally they take your money and they dispatch within a week. They took my money a long time ago, and I'm like, you shouldn't be taking money until you've actually got the items in the warehouse. So I was a bit annoyed, but I think if we're going to get 3 issues a month, that's just going to be too much. But thankfully, I'm building it in over fortnightly. So we've got the right index finger and placing the eye, and I think that right finger.
Benny.
What's happened? Is it me keep losing it or
be.
you? Well, look, guys, I apologize if that happens. Just please bear with us. We just it seems to be kicking us off and bringing us back in. So obviously they're going for a bit of an iconic bit, because that finger, you've got to have that on the ET, haven't you?
Yeah.
But then they're adding more to the eye, and you get a little battery box. So it looks like we might be testing things. Hello, we've got a guest.
Shadow?
Yep.
Yay! Couldn't see the cat, and I guessed.
Let me do a zoom.
Hi, Shadow.
Yeah. You've been very friendly today, haven't you? So then we've got more of the eye and face assemblies. So we're basically putting together some bits we made in issue 2. No sign of putting the actual face on. And then issue 5 is very difficult to see because there's something in my way. So this is a servo motor for the eyes. So we're beginning that. So I guess future issues will. So it looks like we'll be starting on the face, but I don't like doing it top down. I much prefer to do bottom up. But I don't know how this is going to be designed. So obviously I can't judge on it, but looking at those 3 issues, I think they look like they're going to be very, very strong issues. So just as I'm hitting a point where I'm thinking I can't be bothered with all of this hassle, I might just cancel it.
Hello, Shadow.
But yeah, it looks like they've redeemed themselves, but with the quality of the issues. Right, so the next unboxing I've got, my courier decided it would be a really good idea to leave a package outside by the bins when it's pouring down the rain. So we had to open it to make sure it was okay. But this is what I got. I just like the look of it. It looks to me like it's the US Navy equivalent of the Chipmunk. And I've had a little look at the parts. I've not right opened it up, but it looks really nice. And I think this might be a nice one for you, Tasha, because it's quite well detailed, but it looks quite a simple build. I don't mean simple as in you're a duffer, even you can do it, but it looks like a nice step up from the Mustang.
Yeah.
You've got a few little bits of photo etch, which probably won't matter if you can't get them in. We've got decals for the instrument panels, enough detail in the cockpit that we can do a little bit of dry brushing, and the rest just looks like normal, simple. And it's a bit of a more involved build than the Mustang.
Yeah.
And I think you might like that. And it wasn't expensive. It was about 15 quid plus
That's not too
postage.
bad.
Yeah. And it's an Academy kit, which
Yeah.
I don't think I've built an Academy kit before. Are you going to let us stream today, mister?
No.
What if I make a little space here? Will you settle down and sleep? Would that be a possibility? I promise you, you can, if you lay down and put your tail across there, you can still be in view. Bless him. Right, so yeah, that's that. So we had to open that because we didn't know what the condition was going to be like. Right, so the next things that I'm going to unbox is the things that I know. Oh, here we go. Sorry guys, unboxing has been cancelled. We have no room for the unboxing. Right, so I'll go for the boxes that I know what's in them. Don't know what order. I've got 4 boxes that I know what's in them. So we'll do this one. Oh, we're getting up now, are you? Thank you very much. So this one, on my last unbox, I'll tell you what, mister, I'm going to have to put you on the floor. I used to say put you down, but that sounds a terrible thing to say to a cat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So last time when I went away, before this time, I accidentally ordered the 2023. Oh, please don't. Trouble is, you know I hate putting you on the floor because I know you want to come up. So yeah, I'd ordered the 2023 membership, and they weren't legally obliged to do it. But I said, oh, I've obviously made a mistake. Can you cancel it? And they very kindly cancelled it. So I've ordered the 2024 membership, and this cost me about 17 quid because I used my points. I didn't realize you could pay for membership using points from things that I've been buying over the last year or so. So if you are to join the Airfix Club membership for 2024, this is what you will get that I can show you now. There is other stuff. You have a box that you cannot open. A lot of it is you get the same every single year. But there's a couple of little bits that's always unique. I do like their boxes, to be absolutely honest with you. Right, so this is my FX 2024 Club membership pack. So you get it's sellotaped up, so you definitely can't say it's not secure, can you?
Yeah.
No,
It's not secure. Look
no,
at
it's
it.
not secure.
No.
There is a bit of controversy with the club membership. Some people say it's not worth it. Some people say it's well worth it. I think I fall into the camp that I say every year I say it's not worth it for me, but I end up joining anyway, because they do a lot of discounts throughout the year. That if you buy stuff discounted, it works out cheaper than what an Airfix Club member will get for it anyway. So let's put that to one side. So this is the stuff you always get. You get 2 Airfix stickers, because having paid all that money for the Airfix membership, you now want to advertise to the world at your own expense. Mister, this is the last time that I'm going to put you down nicely. You've had your little bit of stardom today. So you get 2 Airfix stickers. So I'll put those with the 2 stickers I got last year and the 2 stickers I got from the year before. You get Airfix Club badge membership thingy, members badge. He's done it again. He's done it again.
He's back up again.
Yep, he's done it again. You get a remove before assembly keyring, so I'll put that with the other 2 that I've got. You get your passport. I'll come back to the passport. You get your little poster, Eat, Sleep, Airfix, Repeat. And you get a little letter saying, it's official, you are part of the Airfix Club. So it tells you what you get, and you get various bonuses. I'll go through the thing as well. So when you've got your Airfix kit, Natasha, did you notice that you have on the box somewhere, it says flying hours? There's a little token that says flying hours.
No.
Okay, you may not have noticed it.
No.
Let's see if do you know what? I have loads of Airfix, but I don't have anything nearby that happens to have any flying hours on it. How much of a bummer is that? Right, so when you buy a normal kit, not one from Lidl's and not one for one of the, you get, oh, is that one? Nope. I'm going to kiss you and then you'll just run away then, won't you? Anyway, so normally when you buy an Airfix kit, you get flying hours. And what you can do is you can collect these flying hours and then you club them all together. And so if you get 16 tokens, you can get a free series 1 or 2 kit. Now, this is one of the bits where it's a bit controversial, because first of all, you can only redeem your Airfix tokens if you're a member. The basic price of membership is £35, and you still have to pay the postage. So basically, you're having to pay to get a free kit. So that's where the controversy is. This is probably why most people just donate their tokens to Models for Heroes. But what else do you get? Oh, you get this kit. So this year, we've got a Hawker Typhoon and a Supermarine Spitfire in 1-72, which they're calling a D-Day Duo. That's it. If you lay there, that'd be perfect. So 2 little kits there. So, and I think sometimes it's worth it. I mean, 35 quid basic I've paid, and I get 2 kits for it. You also get 10% discount off all Airfix kits on their website, exclusive products and news, 3 club magazines a year, and you get a calendar, but you get the calendar at the end of the year for next year. And then you go on the website and they've got like a members only area, and you can have competitions that are exclusive to members. And then you've got member only experiences. Is it worth it? I don't know. I would suspect that if I got 10 random people, 5 would say yes, it's worth it, and 5 wouldn't. And I think it's one of those things you got to say, is it worth it for me? I quite like the magazines. If that magazine, I don't know if the magazine's available in the newsagents, but the cost of a magazine these days is about £5 to £8. So that's 15 quid worth of magazines. So those 2 kits have cost me 20 quid. And if I do buy, remember when I did that mystery unboxing from Airfix? I got 10% off that.
Yeah.
So, is it worth it? I don't know. I think I keep joining every year, so it must be worth it to me.
Exactly.
Right. So next thing I've got, this came from Hannants. And I keep racking my brain what it is. 1 minute I can remember, 1 minute I can't, but I remembered again. So as people who watch my channel know, I am starting work on the 32 scale Lancaster. Sorry, should I do a catch up first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Tell you what, we could tell a story and we could call it a tale. Right, so better than hair, I have strong wind and rain all day. Wow. Okay, no worries. I have strong wind, but it's indoors. Oh God, trust you, Wayne. Look at this bloody cat. This is what I have to put up with all day. Wayne Welly, it's due to the stress of work today. Wayne Welly says never joined the club. Yeah, it's one of those things. I think it's quite individual.
Yeah,
Right,
individual
so
choice.
this came from Hannants. This is not very expensive, I thought. Oh, nice. So this looks like it's resin. This is the, I'm gonna have to do a zoom. So this is
Zoom.
1
Oh,
to
we
32
get to see more
scale.
black, do we?
Well, no, you get to see less. So this is the crew ladders for the Lincoln and the Lancaster, and that's what we're getting.
Wow.
And I can't work out if that's two ladders of each size.
That's what I was thinking. If there are they ladders, or am I
Yeah,
just
so the crew
thinking
can
things?
get in and out of the aircraft. But they're quite nice. I can't remember how much I paid for them, so I'll have to get the invoice out. I don't think they were very expensive, not compared to some of the stuff I bought. And I've put my knife down and now I've lost it.
I think you might have put it down to the right of you.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but it's not here. Shadow, have you eaten it? I've got this one, but that's not the one I've just put down. This is my dangerous knife. It's there. It's there right in front of me, look. Oh, I'm going to have to zoom out again, aren't I? Because you can't see what I'm doing.
No, we got shadow on us instead.
Yeah, this is what you put up with when I do a live stream.
Yeah. Oh, look at him.
He's happy enough. Right. So, invoice time. So it cost me
£200.
including postage, £14.78. It's £10.80. So obviously if you bought loads of other stuff, that's going to reduce the average cost. But yeah, that's crew ladders for the Lancaster. The next one is, I remember what it is, but I can't remember exactly what it is. This came from MJR Hobbies. This was actually, they put a post out for it ages ago. I think this has got something to do with weathering. And as you can see, look, this came from the same place that my little what's it called? The little trainer at the beginning. The T34. You see how well packaged it is. This is why it doesn't get wet. Oh, this is how well they package things up. They are absolutely brilliant at MJR, and I mean, it's not just because they're among the cheapest people I've ever bought from, but the service as well. You know, you'd probably happy pay another 5-10 quid on the order. Right, so it says MRP Desert Pink on it, but I know I didn't. Oh, that stinks a bit. I think that's why Shadow ran away. Right, of course you always get a coaster with everything you buy. Yes, right. So I have bought 3 grades of polishing compound. We've got coarse, fine, and finish, which is finer than the fine. So this is, if you get, for example, a scratch canopy, what you can do is polish it up with this. This is, I'm not going to open it, but it's got a little slightly abrasive paste in it. And it's, remember when I was using my sandpapers?
Yeah.
It's like that, but it's in polish format. So coarse, fine and finish. And these should be panel line accent colours. So these are for weathering. So let's see if I can find something. So I've got dark brown, I've got brown, and I've got dark grey. So what you do, let's use, I might as well use this as a mule. So you see the detail on there?
Mm-hmm.
You can't see it too well, can you?
No.
I'll tell you what, let's just give it a quick, that's all right. So what you do is you, oh my God, that needs a really good shake. Right, so Wayne says I can't find any shop with that panel line. So MJR Hobbies, there's the address, there's the telephone number, but they've got a Facebook group called Model Kits for Less. Oh, locally, yeah, locally is always an issue. My nearest hobby shop is quite a few miles away. Right, so what we're basically going to do, I'm going to need, bear with me, I'm just going to run and get some kitchen roll.
I find it quite funny. There's two of me on the screen.
So, right, so I got my kitchen roll. I'm doing this very quickly, guys, so it's not going to be like really good.
Is that going to be your tester one from now
Yeah,
on?
this is what I'm going to call a mule. Right, so what we do is we run that into the panel lines. Okay, now it's better if you gloss it first. Right. Now, obviously, it looks a bit messy at the moment. But once we leave it about 10-15 minutes just to dry a little bit. And then what we'll do is we'll rub that. You need white spirits or odorless thinners. But I'll tell you what, I'll do it really quick, speed it up. But we give that a little bit of a wipe. It all comes off because I haven't let it dry. You should put gloss varnish over it first. But now, this is what your glue is going to do. If you watch, see it all runs into the recesses.
Yeah.
It follows the lines. I'll leave that for a minute or two. But what we're going to do is we're going to wipe that off in a bit. And it's going to leave all of the recesses darker. And it's just going to make that detail pop. Cool, that do whiff a bit. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. You can get the exact same result with oil paints. This is kind of lazy, isn't it? But it has got the right colors for certain jobs. Whereas with me oil paints, I've got to put some paint on a bit of cardboard, wait for the oils to leach out a little bit, you know, etc., etc. So Wayne Reddy says, I loved my gift from Peter this week. Something unusual for me. Nice. Well, I think I have got something from Peter. Right. While I wait for that to dry off a bit, I'm going to show you my next package. And this has come all the way from Korea, as you can see there. And this is also to do with my 32 scale Lancaster. And you are going to love it, I hope. There's a guy on Facebook that's already bought some and received them, and he started painting them. And every step that he does, they just look lovelier and lovelier.
Be right back.
Yeah, no problems. No problems. So these are nice. Oh, they come individually. Oh, they're not individually boxed. Right, so this is the Tory Factory. Wow. Nice. He sent me a couple of samples. Nice. I was not expecting that. Wow. I didn't tell him I'm on YouTube or anything. So Wow, these are brilliant. Oh, I'm going to look forward to these. Right, sorry guys, that put me off. You don't expect extra in the package. Right, so this is what I've bought. This is the 1:32 scale Lancaster Bomber Crew. So this is going inside the Lancaster, and I'll get this zoomed in as much as I can. These are really nice. Now these are plastic. I thought they were resin at first, but they are actually plastic. So this guy, they've got a little key. So this is the bomb aimer front gunner. Let's find the pilot, because he's the guy we all want to look at. Whoops. He looks like the middle gunner. Pilot. He looks like the pilot. Yeah, right. So that's about the best I can do. So this is our pilot figure. These were not cheap. They were 73 quid by the time we'd done conversion. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of cleanup required. But I like him. So that's my pilot. Let's see if we can find the flight engineer. This is the flight engineer. So he looks like he's pushing some buttons. Nicely detailed, I think. I've just got to work out if all of that is flash or sprue or whatever. But that's nice. I don't know. I can't tell if that's plastic or resin. That is resin. It's resin because you can tell from this. This is oxygen hoses. So when we've got a navigator, which I think that's the wireless operator. Oh, hang on. That might be the pilot. So I might have just shown anyway. No, that's the rear gunner. Yeah, it's 3D resin printed, Dominique. But yeah, that's that. Then we've got, this is definitely the middle gunner because he's the only one that's come in two halves. So he's going to definitely need a bit of cleanup. But he's rather nice. Are we going to get a focus? There we go. Nice. Very, very nice. So this one must be, this is the navigator because he's at an angle. Really, really nice. This looks like, yeah, this is the bomb aimer front gunner. I think he's doing a bit of high chi there. Oh, he's doing my dance. You know, when I sit there and I'm going dun dun, dance at the beginning of that, that's what he's doing. Look. And then this one looks like he's the wireless operator. So these will look really nice when they're painted. Why am I crafting Budgie Mum? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take off the... no one's noticed. Well, if anyone noticed, no one said anything. There we go. I'm not anything now. Yeah, so that's them. And I do like the way they tell you. But what I was not expecting were these two extras. Oh, we've got notes here. This is telling you how to... Right, this product contains parts produced in 3D output. 3D printed parts have support marks. Remove the support marks using a nipper and a knife. Use a sandpaper, some support marks, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, so hopefully they'll fit in the box without getting broken. I'm not going to force them in because these are obviously quite... Oh, there you go, bend the box. Right, so, yeah, two unexpected things. I don't know why he's chucked them in. He might just like me. I might just been picked at random. Or he might have looked me up and went, oh, she's got a really fantastic YouTube. I doubt she did that. So this one is called Picket Man, and he's 1:35 scale. So I can't think of any reason to use him. So I'd probably just paint this one up for fun. So he would be smaller than these, wouldn't he? Oh, he's similar size. 1 to 32, 1 to 35, that's similar size, isn't it? So he doesn't come with a placard. So we're obviously going to have to make our own. Right, sorry guys. So yeah, he's quite nice. I quite like that. It looks like it's a 3-part, 2 arms and the rest of him. And yeah, total 3 parts. So yeah, he's nice. I'll probably paint him up one day, just just for the sheer fun of it. But yeah, I wasn't expecting him. Now, this next one, it does actually appeal to me. This is US Navy. You know I'm into the US Navy. Modern Woman Pilot Set 1 to 48 scale. That, if that was picked at random, you couldn't have done any better, could you? Oh, there are 2. Nice. That is not bad at all, is it? Let me get them out. Let me show you properly. Let me get them out for you. So there's is that a head or a helmet? I think that's a helmet. And I like that pose. I'm definitely going to have to use these on something. So anything modern, I'm definitely using these. So that as a freebie, it's brilliant. If it's random, you couldn't have picked on purpose any better. US Modern Navy women pilots. Right. So, right, that's those. Let's have a little look at this. So you can see that now this has died down a little bit. I think I might have left it a bit too. Scott Squaggers in fashionably late. How are you, Scott? So yeah, so with this, I'm just going to dampen. I think this is how you use it anyway. I'm just going to dampen a cloth and then give that a gentle wipe. It's picked out some of the panel lines, not massively, but if I'd have used black, it might have shown up a bit more. But so Scott, have you missed much of the show? Because I have just shown my Lancaster crew for me bomber, for me Lancaster. I have also got a couple of ladders which are in the box. Hello Spirit, are you doing something interesting? So yeah, that's those. Oh, you missed all of it, did you? Okay, you'd probably have to watch the rerun. Right, so the last right, so I've got 4 packages that I don't know what they are. I suspect Peter Webster has something to do with some of them. Do you know what? I can't reach the packages. Here we go. So one of these came on the Sunday when I left. Let me do. So why are you really tired then, Scott? Is it got something to do with your end of year thing? That I haven't watched all of your video yet, but I did catch the beginning. Right, so I have 3 packages. These 2 I'm almost certain are from Peter Webster because I can tell from the Amazon label. And then there's this one as well. But there's this one, and I don't know whether this is something I've ordered. I really can't remember. It's not recognizable. So, and I'm wondering whether to put the right. No, I don't want to ruin the surprise. I could actually put the tracking won't tell me what it is. Right, let's grab some packages then. So I showed you these at the beginning. Hello.
Sorry,
Did you see what I got?
no, I missed it.
Oh,
sorry.
so I got the Lancaster crew.
Yeah.
But what I got that I didn't order, I've got this Picket Man in 1:35 scale.
Oh yeah.
And this, right? Now you know what I like, don't you? US Navy aircraft. Now, if you'd have picked something on purpose to send me for free, these are obviously picked at random. Could you have gone any better than that?
No.
US Navy modern woman pilot set.
I would have sent that, yeah.
That is absolutely brilliant. So, and they are really exquisite. They're really nice. Right, so this, I think Peter Webster is responsible. Let me just catch up with right. MP says, good evening, Pennies and Natasha. Year end, parents' evening Monday night. Let me guess, could do better. That's usually their catchphrase, isn't it, with teachers? Could do better. Wrestling Tuesday, Scouts last night, parents' evening again tonight, 18-hour days. It's killing me. Well, it'll soon be over. Soon be April. Right. So let's see what's in this. And I really strongly suspect that this is Peter Webster. You're naughty, mate. You're naughty. You're a naughty man, Peter Webster. Oh, so he's got me some sanding sticks in various grades. So you've got, what are these ones? Wow, these are really good. These are top notch. So you've got your 180 grit. So this is for like removing large amounts of plastic really quickly. That's really coarse. You could do your fingernails with that one. Oh, you got this one. That's even coarser. You could take a wing off with that. Then we've got 400. Yeah, and we got 400, so that's a bit less coarse. Then we've got 600. Then we go 800, 1000, 2000, and this is pretty fine. But when you get to 5000, 7000, that is almost polishing. That's what you could use that for canopies. And then, of course, if you combine that with the polishing compounds that I've just bought, you've got yourself some serious polishing there, haven't you? And Peter, I really need to know where you got these from, because I would like to buy more. These might save me the hassle of buying making my own. So that's 120 grit, 240, 100, 80, 320. Pretty coarse, but they're nice. They're nice size. They're quite handy for getting in. And if they're cheaper, you don't mind cutting them up for specific purposes.
Yeah.
If you need to get into a really tiny area, you could snip that. And if they're not very expensive, you don't mind doing that. You know, if you're paying like 2 or 3 quid for one of these sticks, you don't want to start chopping it up, do you?
No.
But that is awesome. And I like the fact they're all different colors. So once you start getting used to them, you'll go for the color rather than the number, and you don't have to sit there going, oh, what number is that? Or just go for the color. Oh, I need a pink one, I need a blue one, I need a black one, I need a white one. That's absolutely amazing. Don't know where I'm going to put them, because my sanding drawer isn't that big. but we'll find a way because we always do. So
where there's
thank
a
you.
will, there's a way.
Yeah, where there's a will, there's usually money as well. So thank you very, very much. So is that the one in connection with this? Or have I got to open up another couple of packages to find out?
Probably open up the others to find out.
Right, so I knew that was from Peter. Well, I don't know if it's from Peter Webster, but right, so what we got in here? So, oh, that's interesting. I've got another bag. Oh, that's leaking. I've got another bag inside a box, but my address is, I know what this is. I know what it is. I can tell from the feel. It's got a little bit of a leak to it. Yeah, I know exactly what it is from the smell as well. Peter, you are absolutely amazing. Even if it's not what I think it is, you're still amazing. $151 multi-purpose oil. So this is your 5-in-1 oil. I'm going to put that back in the bag because one of these has leaked. So this one, I think. So this is very good. For example, if you're screwing screws into like your metal part works, it's very good for that. And I am very guilty of not doing it. So I do have 5-in-1 oil. I just forget to use it. But thank you very much. It's a shame about, but it's not a big leak because it's absolutely, and one bottle of that will last me for donkey's years because you don't want much. You literally want 1 drop per screw. So that is hugely. So basically, he's given me basic supplies, which is, to be honest with you, if you send me basic supplies, that's probably worth more to me than big expensive kits. Because what's the point in having a big expensive kit if you haven't got the basic sundries to build it with?
Yeah.
Guys, do you mind if I take a quick break? My fingers are all oily from that.
That's all right.
So I just want to give them a quick wash.
I'm just finishing off my food before my
What you got? What you got? Sounds like Cheerios.
No, it's homemade shepherd cottage pie.
Oh, what? Your homemade or someone else's home?
My homemade.
Nice. I thought you said you can't cook. Or is
I
it
do
you
it
can't?
with carers.
Are you can't cook or won't cook?
I can cook, but not allowed to on my own.
Okay, fair enough. Right, guys, I'm sorry about this. It's just I can't really function with oily fingers. I'll be back shortly.
All right,
So
then.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll leave you with this, my new purchase, which I'm very happy with.
I'm going to have a look at my astronaut. Been trying to work out how you get into it. Little astronaut. Look. It's cute. My little astronaut.
That's better. I was going to go to the bathroom and use my hand soap, but I just thought, no, I'll save time and I'll just use my cherry flavoured washing up liquid. What you got? That's better than mine. Don't know. Oh. Is that the thing you showed off on your video today with the wooden hammer?
No, that's over there.
Oh, okay.
This is I have to sometimes have sensory stuff. I don't know if I'm borderline.
Right.
So I thought, while you're gone, I'm going to try.
Is it to give you pleasure or is it to do something specific like learning
something specific during the night?
Okay. The way you said that, I wish I hadn't asked the question.
No, it's fine. I can show off and turn my light off just to do your head in.
Oh, is it just like soft lights or something to
Yeah.
calm you down? Yeah. Oh,
I
you
want
didn't
to see
get.
what it does.
So is it as good as my little plug-in device that I love?
I love him better, but
Trouble is, this doesn't hold a charge, so this thing's supposed to come down apparently, but this thing, he makes noises at you every time you touch him, and sometimes he just does random noises just for the sheer hell of it.
yeah.
And I love him. He's brilliant. He's mine. Unfortunately, the people who made him, they don't do the app anymore, so I can't control him. Spiro or something he's made by.
All
So,
right.
let's put you on
I don't know if
spotlight.
it's working yet because I have no idea what you're doing to
It's
it.
all right.
It's my little robot. Oh,
Nice.
my astronaut.
A nebula projector.
Yeah.
So he projects nebulas.
Yeah, but I haven't worked out how you do anything of it yet.
Okay. Well, when you do, maybe I can find out what a nebula is. Stars, isn't it? Well,
Shall I
there you
turn the light
go.
off?
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. I think you might want to hold a piece of paper behind it or something now. I think it's,
I don't know if it will show.
well, it looks like you've got green measles at the moment.
It sounds cool though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's nice. So would that help you with sleeping then?
Yeah, it's supposed to, but I
Okay.
don't know all the buttons.
But even if oh, that's nice. Oh, I've got something similar that I got from Temu. That's nice. Even if it doesn't help you sleep, it's something nice to look at, isn't it?
I was in a certain place a couple of years ago. Was supposed to meditate, right? All
Yeah.
I'd done was I stared at one of them. I did not meditate. I was lost in that.
Yeah, but if it takes your mind away from things, that's not a bad thing, is it?
No.
So MP says
It
very
covers
cool.
literally the whole bedroom.
See, I've got to be honest with you. When that cloud bit goes round, I'm expecting Monty Python to come out from the cloud. Maybe a big foot to come out. Not everyone will get that reference, but either that or God is going to poke his head through and give me a message. But I'll take the Monty Python reference. Does it play music? Does it go?
Not that I know of.
No, that's
quite
gone
silent.
right over your head, hasn't it, Natasha?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to watch an episode of Monty Python Flying Circus.
Well, we've got to put batteries in this remote.
I would assume so. Batteries do make life better. Does it do purple?
I'm looking.
That's close. Dominique says, oh, that's cool. I want that too, so I can live stream and sleep at the same time. I like the cloud effect. That's
you can have
nice.
it anywhere you want.
That's actually really nice. Think it might help your budgies as well. Or would it freak them out?
Could you imagine what they'll be like with this?
I don't know. I can't imagine because I don't know anything about budgies.
But that one's my favourite.
Yeah, I like that one. It's a bit of
pinky
everything,
purple.
isn't it?
But yeah, sorry, I took over your.
No, it's fine. It's all about unboxings.
Yeah.
And the exclusive came on your channel, so no, I like that. And if it's got a genuine medical term as well, then that's great. I mean, I could see me putting that in my room.
Do you want me to send you a link, Penny?
No, I tell you what, I've actually got something similar that I just don't bother switching on. I just got it for Temu for, what do they get? Poops and giggles.
I've got another one.
You got to. That's the one I got. That's mine. Yeah.
Have you ever tried it?
Yes. And it's actually surprisingly powerful. But the trouble is, I put it in my living room, and ideally you want to put it in the middle of the room.
Yes.
And I can't. I've got so much space in the middle of the room, like no tables or anything. And I don't want to be running. Your face does look like you've got some kind of out of Mongolian measles.
But near enough. I'd
If my mum was alive, she'd be saying, "Can I squeeze your spots?"
I'd be going, yeah, go on then.
Well, I think it's a mum thing, isn't it? Squeezing spots. No, that's really cool. That trumps everything I've got.
But that's what I've got. And I'm borderline, I can't remember what it's called. And
Mental?
only sensory stuff helps me at night.
Yeah, no, it's...
And I saw the astronaut and I thought, you know what, I like that better than the other one.
And he looks nice, switched off as well, won't he, during the daytime? So Robert says, it's very cool. I love it. I do like this chat thing, you know. I do like that chat because it means that I don't have to pull the chat up. Are you guys happy me doing that? Would you rather I pull the chat up as well?
It's how you feel comfortable though, isn't it?
Well, I quite like the way that if I'm chatting with you like I am right now, when a new chat comes up, I don't have to actually, like, you know, there's the chat. Yeah. But it makes it a little bit more hand-free. So as soon as someone, let me type something.
I've got the measles. Got to pop it.
So look, I'm not touching anything. Any minute now. There you go. Penny's Pit Stop says hi. I might just move that across though. What do you think? Widgets. Let's move hang on, let's move it. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, I don't want to go any thinner.
So I just leave that on for the whole stream since everybody loves it.
If you want.
Okay.
Maybe we could record it and use it as a background video.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's not bad, is it? I do come up with good ideas every now and again. Not
even
all the time.
Stars cover the wall. Everywhere. Yeah. They're everywhere. And you can, if I twist my camera around. How do you do it?
I'm actually going to move that widget up a bit because I've got in the bottom right hand corner, I've got a little button that makes everything larger and it's covering that up. But that's all right, isn't it? So you got the German measles button on the top. And
which I'm trying not to blind everyone with.
Yeah, so you got the outer Mongolian light bulb on the top and the Monty Python light bulb on the bottom.
Yeah.
And there you go. In one sentence, I've completely devalued your extremely. That's really good. It doesn't look like. It looks like you've taken the roof off your house, and you're now actually journeying to the center of the earth. That's
why I wanted it, because the other one was okay, but...
Oh, hang on. I've got the perfect background song for that. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's a really, really bad version of it, but... So Crafting with Jacqueline says, hi, Penny and Natasha.
Hi, Jacqueline.
I like it. I really do like it. That is... Was it? I'm not asking you for the price, but was it expensive?
No.
There you go.
Affordable.
I bet it was cheaper than my Lancaster crew, wasn't it?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's someone out there gone, she spent how much on little figures? But they do look nice. Now, I really like that. That is really, really nice.
Can't you get a clip of it doing that? Save me trying to video record it later.
Well, I'm sure we could do something with it. Oh, that round bit in the middle, that's your lampshade.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a moon or something. No, I can't get over it. That is really good. Much better than the one that I got. Well, you'll find out when you plug the other one in.
Yeah, probably will, won't I?
That's really, I like that. And I hope it gives you really good night's sleeps.
It's sensory for me. Oh,
yeah, I wonder if I got one, if it freaked my cats out. Right, I'm going to come back on the screen. So there you go. Look, you got one really interesting screen, and then you've got mine. Right, I've got.
Leave it there for you.
That's lovely. I like it. I wish I could superimpose that as background. See, we could go to that, play it as background. That'd be really nice. No, I like that. Right, I've got two packages left. I've got this one, which I suspect is from Peter Webster. It might not be. And I've got this one, which it looks like something I've ordered, but I don't know what it is. And there's a label underneath that looks like it's Japanese or Chinese. No, so I have no idea. So which one do you want first? The big one or the little one?
Big one.
Big one?
Yeah.
Are we all right with the big one, guys? Tell you what, let's
don't matter now, does it?
Tell you what, I'm going to be a bit silly now.
Which
parcel shall I open next? Right. The big one that I think came from we'll just call him the Lord.
Why did you just put like small one or big one?
Because I'm being funny. All right, how do we? There we go. Oh, I've got too many characters. All right. Okay, it's going to be the big one. Oh, hang on. From.
I don't know what this remote does. Right, what did I do with that then? That is bright on your eyeballs. Close your eyes when you're near it.
There we go. Oh, hang on.
Oh, right.
There we go. Right. Poll time!
Can't click on it.
Can you not?
On YouTube.
My spelling is terrible. The big one to possibly from Lord Peter Webster and the little one possibly from China. Right, let's wait until we get, say, 5 votes, shall we? Got to. Oh, it's gone 50-50 now. I can't actually bring that up on the screen, can I? So 3 votes, 4. Oh, got 2 votes, 3 votes. Hello, I've got a cat's tail by my knee. It's the little one. Hello, would you like to make an appearance, Missy? Seeing as 50-50 with 4 votes. Let's have 1 more vote, shall we? Come here, you. There you go. Because we got the other one in, didn't we? So it's your turn now. She's not really so lovely at the moment. She's just like, oh, it's nice to be around, but I want to just get on with what I want to do.
Oh, wow.
Have you voted yet, Tasha?
Yeah, I voted.
Okay. Just waiting for 1 more vote, guys. Got 15 people watching. Surely 1/3 of you can vote. Come on. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. 4 votes gone. Come on, roll up.
Planet right in between now.
It's nice. I really like that. I'm really impressed with it.
Oh, God.
So Dominic says, how is Kevin? Craftnet Jacqueline? Oh, you are in a loving mood. I've just told everyone you're not. You've got a thing about sticking your face in my eye. She puts her face right there.
Yeah.
Don't know why. Are you ready
Right.
for an unboxing? What would you vote on, Spirit, if it was your opportunity to?
Put one of each in front of her and see where she aims more.
All right, we'll do it by cat then. Right. Pick a parcel.
Or Shadow or someone. He'll
Yeah,
sniff
look.
one, wouldn't he?
Here you go. Pick a parcel. Which one? Oh, she's sniffing the little one. Yeah, she's going for the little one. There you go. 5th vote went to Spirit.
There you go. See?
Right.
How did you get that in there?
Right, I'm going to put you on the floor now. Right, so this is the little one. I may have ordered it. Someone may have ordered it for me. I don't know. But it's got a UK return address. But I mean, I don't know where it came from, but it's got a little bit of Chinesey writing on there, so could be from China. So let's have a look, shall we?
Yep.
Now, as per form, I've forgotten what. There we go. Thought I'd lost my knife. So let's cut that gently because we don't know what's in it. It's probably going to be something I ordered that I forgot about. Oh, it's the knife isn't out enough. It is bubble wrap. I've ordered bubble wrap. Still don't know. Oh, of course, it is something I ordered. I completely forgot about this. So this, guys, I couldn't decide between the Lancaster crew in the Lancaster or the crew walking towards a Lancaster. So I bought both. And this, oh, that's nice. It's a little bit warped. I might have to just put some something in there and flatten it. So yes, so let me, because it's in pieces, let me show you the eBay listing. And I think I got this rather cheap, to be absolutely honest with you. This was £34.
Nice.
Right, open image in new tab. Oh, that's very big. That's ginormous. What? Right, so this is what it looked like unpainted. Share screen. Oh, what's going on here? Right. So this is what I've ordered. So this is the Lancaster crew walking towards their Lancaster. And I can kind of feel a lot of emotion with this. If you look at the expressions on their faces, you know, I'm seeing so much going on there. Are we going to return from this mission? Obviously, we don't know which Lancaster this is. It could be one of the ones that didn't come back. It could be one of the ones that blew the dam up, you know, or we just don't know. And I think that's absolutely amazing. So let me show you what's in the box. Yeah, I completely forgot about this. Completely forgot. So these are all obviously multi-part, and it didn't come with any instructions. And these are resin, I think. Now, I'm going to have to do the old zoom, zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
I'm kind of wishing I'd opened this one last now, but so this is one of them. Look how much detail there is on there. Can you see why I really wanted to buy them?
Yeah.
Now, these are actually going to be, well, they might not even get used, but these are photo bombing. These are actually going to be walking towards a different Lancaster. I have had a comment that these are wearing the wrong equipment. This is the winter gear. Yeah, very emotional looking. I wish I had a little wash I could put over them. It's going to be quite a lot of cleanup needed, I can tell. But they're very, very nice. This one's got no head. Hopefully one of these has got, oh, there we go.
Are they separately and you got to build them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what it looked like with his head in. Although he seems to have two heads the same.
Maybe a head for a different one?
Yeah,
if you wanted a different look. I don't know, I'm just guessing now.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to try and use the reference pictures. There's a little there. That looks like it's part of the mold. I think that's going to come off. I think it's going to take me a very long time to paint each of these.
Yeah, but you don't want to rush them though, do you? Anyway?
No, but I think the cleanup alone is going to take a while. But something that I always say, I think I've said it to you a lot, the more effort you put in, the more you'll get out.
True.
So you could probably build your Mustang on your own quicker than I can do these. So these look like bags of some description. These are hands. But when you look at the prices they're going for, I think I got an absolute bargain on them. But I can't believe I forgot I bought them. So what's handy about the base, I don't actually want to put the base on because I'm going to build like a little aircraft pan thing. So I don't really want that on there. But that is look at the detail on it. Like you've got a tire track there, presumably from a Jeep. You've got something there. Most of this is grass, but that's a nice little touch.
Yeah.
You can see it, mate. Look, you see it better there, look.
Oh yeah, when it's bit to the side.
It's not flat. It's like someone's lent something on it.
Yeah.
It's made imprints. I'm very, very happy with these. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot about these.
Well, you showed them the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, but not the actual figures. The figures are so much better than the picture.
Yeah, true.
I've got a feeling the video's not really doing them much justice.
No, I suppose it's face value.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm happy with that. So yeah, it's something that I bought. Right, so let me dump this somewhere where they'll probably get trodden on and broken. So that leaves us one package. And Gordo knows what this is. I don't even know. I'm just saying possibly from Peter Webster, because you know what Peter Webster's like. I could hazard as a guess. And after I've opened it, I'll be honest, and I'll tell you if that's what I would have guessed. Nicely wrapped. But I do know that Peter said that Marie was posting me something. That didn't cut very well, did it?
Yeah, but you don't want to ruin too much of what's inside either, do you? You don't know if it's going to cut through.
I've got a feeling it's something in a box. Either that, he sent me something very square. I mean, if it's another sanding stick, it's a very large sanding stick. Oh, I feel like Christmas Day. See, I'm wondering if it's something that he sent someone else, but he doesn't tend to do that, does he? He might send me something similar to something. Oh, it's got a pink box. Do you think that might be a clue? Anyone got an idea what it is?
If it's a pink box, I want it.
Well, that might not be it might not be the box that it came in. It's got bicycles and strawberries.
Valentine's Day present.
Ooh, that's the back of the box. Read directions of use carefully. Avoid skin contact. For professional use only. For external use only. Oh, if itching, redness or swelling occur, discontinue use immediately. Seek medical advice. And it's come from evatmaster.com.
Never heard of it.
I am really intrigued. Are you ready?
Yeah,
3, 2, 1. Nail extension gel kit. Now I know it came from Peter Webster. I know it did because he knows I I keep meaning to do my nails, but I've fallen behind. Oh, he's been... See, you have to be careful what you say, because the reason I can't do my nails in the hotel is because I'm limited in how much stuff I can take. And I've got like a big proper nail thing, and I really need a good small one. And that's what this is. I've seen these, and these are good. So that's not going to open. So instead of having the big proper big one like they have at the salons, you plug this in and you put your nails under there. And look how compact it is.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I'm happy just there. Just there, I'm happy.
That's good.
So we have got... Oh. Now, I've not found some that I can use yet, but these are... See, I've got big fat fingers. But you know what? I picked the one size that doesn't fit me. Right, let's go for the big one. There we go. So with these, I think these now these aren't false nails. They aren't false nails because they got the detail on the top. What they are is you put builder gel inside.
Yes.
You place them onto your fingers like that, and then you peel that off and it leaves the form on your nail. It's a much better false nail because you don't...
Yes.
False nails you put on with super glue. These actually acrylic onto... I think they might even go the other way because they've got that tape. No, they don't. They do go that way. So these are actually really, really good. And then we have got... Oh, this is excellent. So you know I'm a maker and a modeler, and yet this is probably one of the best ones. So we've got a base coat and a top coat. This looks like a brush. This is a... Yeah, we've got a brush, and we've got a... Is that a place or something, isn't it?
Mm.
This is a really nice set, guys. We have the 100-180 grit, which I might actually use that because my nails have gone a bit funny today. And then we have got nail extension gel. Oh, they're all nail extension gels, but they're different colors. So this one is pure. I'm not going to show all of them to you, but so that's just like a clear gel. I'm going to have to wipe that now. This is fantastic. This is absolutely brilliant. So this one is called Sweet Talk, which looks like a pink, more of a natural pink. This one is called Just In Pink, which is a more pinky pink. Sorry for all you guys out there, this is probably quite boring for you. This one is called You're My Queen. That looks like it's bordering on purple. So you know I'm not going to be unhappy with that. Yeah, oh, that's a shimmery purple.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is called Pretty Much. It's pretty much a purple. See if I can get all that on there without mixing the colours. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, the stickers aren't doing it any justice. That's the sticker, and that's the colour.
Right.
And then this one is called Oh She Pretty. Oh She Pretty. That's I'll do that on a different nail. So guess who's going back to London with lovely nails?
Penny.
I like that one. And of course, because you're creating a false nail, you can always paint over them.
Yeah, if you don't like it in the end.
Right. You know, I mean, obviously, if you're going to paint over them, you really want to be using a plain one. There's no point going for the fancy colours.
No.
But obviously, if, yeah, you could, you know, but the trouble is these do get gunky. So, yeah, so what you're doing is you're putting that into one of these, then you're placing it on your nail, then you're setting it, then you're taking the nail form off, which will leave the extension gel underneath.
Yeah.
It's a really good way of getting, and it's nice and compact. And of course, I can use that for model making as well. Don't forget, that's the important thing, isn't it? So thank you. That's Christmas. That's Christmas and birthday. Oh, there's a little. There you go. That's what you're going to end up with.
Cool.
They're false. They're the false nails. Hello, gorgeous. Well, you've got me sold. And tells you how to do it. So thank you so very much, Peter. I could not ask for anything better than that. So now you have run out of things to send me. So now you never need to send me anything ever again. And I do like yours, you know, Natasha. So thank you. That was
present to myself.
Yeah, you've got to buy yourself something, haven't you?
Yeah.
That is amazing. So thank you so very much. That is just absolutely brilliant. And yeah, guess who's got way too much to get on with now?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go and wash my hands again because they're all sticky and gunky. So I'm going to leave you running the show for about a minute or two.
I'll try. I'm going to turn the light back on now. Just so no one can see it, but I'll have to turn it off. How'd you turn it off? Without blinding anyone. My little astronaut. My little astronaut. It's one of the things I got myself. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more things I bought myself. And then there's another 3.
That's better.
4.
Sorry about that.
All
So
right.
Peter is a bit of a bugger because he picks. Hang on, why do my headphones not feel comfortable anymore? That's better.
Don't know.
And ready to mute. I don't know why I mimed when I knew I was mute. But yeah, so guys, be careful what you say when Peter Webster's around. Because
I always am.
He'll pick up on things that you didn't even realize you said. So if I died now, I've died really happy. My cats were happy to see me. I'm just going to move my camera a bit. It's a little bit off center. I do apologize. Oh, it's because it doesn't move. Okay. Yeah, my cats were happy to see me. You should see my house. My cat sitter, I say to her, I said, don't clean the house. She does. And she's gone out and bought me little things. Like she's picked up, she knows I like malt loaves. So I got a little blueberry malt loaf bar. It's low, short sell by date. But
Be right back.
Yep. And yeah, she's made sure I've got all the little basics, like she's bought me chicken, you know, sandwich chicken, ham, bread, milk, butter. I mean, I leave her a little tin with a load of money in. I say, if you want to buy anything, just take the money out of the tin. And it's yeah, that's what she's done. She makes sure I got everything I need, because there's nothing worse than traveling overnight, coming home, and you can't even make a coffee. Although, in all fairness, that's why I bought the pod coffee machine, because then that way I can just bang a latte and at least I get a coffee. But I can come home and I can enjoy instant coffee. So yeah, very, very happy with that. There is one thing that's missing I'm a little bit upset about, and that's my lights and motor set. The reason I'm a bit upset, I am and I'm not. So I inquired about it about 3 weeks ago, and I said, one of the questions I ask is, how long is it until it's delivered? Generally, you can't obviously pinpoint it. And he said about a week. Now, I've ordered it 3 weeks ago, and I've heard nothing since. And I couldn't even pull up the order on the website. So I didn't even know if they'd take me money and the order hadn't gone through. So a few days ago, I messaged him and I said, look, the order's not come up on the website. And could I just have the tracker number so I can just see where it is? And he normally responds the next day. Well, when I emailed him before, he responds the next day, bearing in mind that he's an hour ahead of me. Nothing the next day. The day after, I get an email saying, order status updated to processing. So I'm like, what? You know, I placed the order 3 weeks ago. Now it's only processing. And he's responded back saying that since the Chinese New Year, there's been nothing coming through. Now, that in itself isn't an sorry, I'm going to have a drink. I've got hiccups all of a sudden. Look at you with your fancy Stitch bottle.
I've got more Stitch over there.
Yeah, I know. It's you and Stitch is like me in purple, isn't it? Yeah, so that isn't an unreasonable excuse. You know, I've heard about things shutting down because of the Chinese New Year. But tell me, oh, I like that. What is that? Slippers?
Slippers.
I need new slippers. Mine are falling apart. Do you know what? I normally get all my footwear from Shoe Zone. Because I am the biggest cheapskate guy like that. That's nice. Because I am the biggest cheapskate going, I buy everything from Shoe Zone. Nice. Duvet set.
Stitch mad.
Does that help you sleep at night?
Yeah. When I got
Fair
Stitch.
Fair enough. Yeah, so I just think an update within 3 weeks. You know, if you just drop me an email saying, look, I'm ever so sorry, everything's been delayed because Chinese New Year. At least then I know. And the timing of it sucked. You know, I email him to say, can I have a track and order number? And then 2 days later, suddenly my order is changed to being processed. It's almost as though he'd forgotten about my order. And then as soon as I send an email, he goes, oh, God, I forgot about that. I'll better start getting on with it. So I'm not saying that's what it is, but it's how it looks. So, but it'll be here eventually. It's means I've got to change the order of some of the building on the Lancaster, but it'll get done. It'll get done. So, yeah. So, yeah, I've got lots of things to get on with now, haven't I? So, got 5 bottles of, I don't know why I bought them, to be absolutely honest with you. I just went, oh, yeah, I want to give them a try. So I bought them. But I'm happy I got my polishing compounds. So I am buying you a gift tomorrow, Natasha.
You honestly don't need to.
I know I don't need to. That's why I don't mind doing it. See, when people have the attitude, oh, no, you don't have to buy me. I'm a little bit of a Peter Webster myself. But hopefully I can get it to you for Sunday. That's the only clue I'm giving you. Because Sunday we have our live show, Building the Mustang. And I remembered to bring the Mustang home with me.
I know. Yeah, I thought we were doing that tonight. I got confused with my
Yeah, well, right. So what we've been doing is obviously I do my updates on a Sunday. But when I come home early, do you really think I'm going to sit there with all those parcels and leave them unopened until Sunday?
You leaving them open? No.
Yeah. It's like, can you imagine sitting? I mean, let's be honest, right? There's 13 people watching, and there's me and there's you, Natasha. How many people here, right? If you had like 5 days till Christmas Day, you had all your presents under the tree, you could absolutely guarantee no one would find out. Would you open them?
No.
Would you not?
Ask Teresa.
No. Oh, I'm sorry, but I would.
No.
I
Will not
would.
touch anything till the day.
See, I can open presents, not get. Although saying that, the last few Christmases and that I haven't opened, because I was going to open that other one from Natasha, from Teresa, wasn't I? The Metal Earth kit, and I did actually open that Christmas Day, but yeah, Mark Fit probably.
Nope.
Yeah,
Will not
I think
open
that's
anything.
I think that's the most honest answer we'll get. I think what Mark is saying there is I would, but I don't want to admit it. So he'll compromise and say probably. So yeah, I'm sorry, but I can't sit here until I've got me Eddie Stobart coming tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Saturday it's coming. So I am recap on me part works. Only because I want a cigarette, and if I show you these, I can go camera down. You can't see me smoking then. So I have got
my thingy back on.
Your thingy back. You can put your thingies back on if you want.
My annoying little thingy.
Nothing annoying about it at all. I'm quite jealous, and I think I'd like one myself. Right, I just turned the wrong camera on. There we go. Mark Fit, I can't confirm or deny that. There we go. Oh, God. Yeah, I think you just did that right in your face, didn't you?
Yeah.
So this is my Infinity Gauntlet. So, yes, I am doing spoilers here. So the 5 stages that we've got, and I'll probably do this over... I haven't decided if I'm going to do it over 5 or 4 stages. But I'm thinking about doing it over 5. That'll put me 6. Well, that'll give them 1, 2. What is it now? It's 22nd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that'll give me the next 6 weeks of content. Because I've just got a funny feeling. I've been hearing about delays in the oceans because of the pirates.
Pirates.
No, seriously, there's been pirate attacks on ships, and so they're not going the quick way now. They're going a different way. So any shipping containers already in the sea.
Oh no, I got you. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all right. We're not talking about shiver me timbers kind of pirates. We're talking like Somalians with submachine guns. Although not exclusively limited to Somalia. So I've got a feeling these might be, the next pack might be delayed. So this will give me 6 weeks worth of content. So that's quite handy. As I said earlier on, I was so close to go and sod the ET, I'm cancelling it. Because obviously the first pack, they put it out there way before the release date. This one's actually the RoboCop. So the RoboCop is coming 4 issues a month. So because the ET only had 2 issues, I've made the decision to do RoboCop and ET fortnightly. So technically I've got 8 weeks worth of content here. So that is going to put me behind, but at least I'm going to have something coming out every week.
Yeah,
I may do issue 17 and 18 together. Because now the ET, the reason I nearly cancelled the ET, I was a bit wound up by it because we got 2 issues the first pack, which is quite common anyway. But I waited nearly 2 months and I've got 3 issues. And I'm like, but also they took normally Fan Home will take my money and then dispatch within about a week. They've had my money about a month before they dispatched. And I'm like, I think that's a little bit naughty. But when you actually see what you get, now we all know issue 1 is something that looks pretty iconic to the subject matter. You know, the Route Master had the bonnet, Terminator had the face, blah blah blah. RoboCop had the helmet, and we know that part is it's going to sit in a drawer for about a year and a half. And with ET, we got the face, and that's probably about the best thing you can do. The RoboCop has now got to a stage where it appears it's being sensible, and we're building that up from the feet. So obviously we're now only on pack 2 of ET. So I am wondering what direction it's going. And it actually looks like it's quite sensible, because we've got the finger. Right, now that's the exciting bit, isn't it? That's something to do, but then we get to place the eyes. So we're doing work on the eyes. We also get a battery box, which is nice. So we can test the finger. So that's going to be fun. So now we start to put the eyes in this surrounding bit. Then issue 4, we're now doing a bit more with the eye and the face. And we're using bits that we've got in previous issues. So that's nice. I like it when we bring parts together. And then issue 5, servo motor for the eyes. Now that's not going to get connected to anything, but it's all to do with the face and the head. So it looks like we're probably going to build up most or all of the head. And then that will probably sit in a box for a while. And then as we build it up, I don't know. I don't know what direction it's going to go, but it looks like they're being fairly sensible about it. Rather than doing this bit, this bit, this bit, this bit, this bit, this bit, it looks like we are focusing on. Do you like my kind of arm usage there? Now that is really good, Tasha. The way that you've used your lampshade as some kind of planet.
Yeah, that's why I've done it.
Yeah. No, that's nice.
So it goes round it. I'll have to try and take a video for you and see if you can use it as your background.
Yeah, I'll definitely give it a go. I'm sure I can do something with it. But yeah, that's really nice.
It's better than the other one, to me, because it's not got all these wavy lines where it's gonna.
I like the cloud effect.
That's what I'm looking.
It looks.
While you're talking, I'm staring at that.
Yeah. So how is it making you feel, Natasha?
Comfortable.
So how do you feel?
I think it's borderline autistic, so sensory stuff helps.
Yeah. So if you, while you're staring at that, if I now talk about the kit that you got from Sprue and Glue, are you still okay about it?
Yeah.
There you go. So it's doing its job then. So Mark Fitz says it's like a Death Star coming out of the clouds. So are you still nice and calm thinking about Death Stars coming out of the clouds?
No, because I don't see Death Stars. But everything just turns.
No, I've just got the theme from War of the Worlds in my head.
Yes, that's what's going through my head.
That or Monty Python.
Yeah.
I can just see a big foot coming out of that cloud and squashing someone.
You could just see it actually, couldn't you?
Yeah, and I'm sure we could all think of someone.
But they're very faded.
Yeah, but I'm sure we could all think of someone for the foot to squish, can't we?
Oh God, yeah. I know my first one.
Yeah.
Say no more.
Say no more. So right. So this might be a record. I've got less than 2 hours and I can't think of anything else to add.
Yeah.
And neither can Natasha by the sounds of it.
Oh, I've got other stuff, but you've seen the video of it anyway.
Yeah.
Or majority of.
So do nip over to. I'll try and find your. I'll try and find the video rather than
Yeah, because you can share it on screen, but I jibber jabber in it.
That's what we want to hear.
I end up talking about the bloody budgies.
No, but that's fine. We want to see you,
Yeah,
not what you think we want to see.
yeah, true.
And if people don't like you, then they won't subscribe. But the people who subscribe gets the real you, which is what they
Yeah.
want. I've got an awful lot of notifications here. When did you release it? Was it more than
Today.
6 hours ago?
Let me have a look.
There we go.
did
I found it.
I
Right.
don't know when it was. Somewhere this
Copy
afternoon.
link address. Paste.
8 hours ago.
There we go. So check that out, guys. That is Natasha's unboxing, including this. And she's got some nice bits and bobs in there. I'd be happy with that haul.
I'm dreading one of them.
So good evening, all. Oh, I love the lights. That wasn't ADHD, was it? Hello, how? Oh, squirrel. JC,
I hope it's settling you all down.
do you know what? It's really nice. So I've got that other one that you've got. I've got one. Mine looks like that.
I can't get on with it.
It's all right. It's nice. It's different.
But this one's more slower for me.
Yeah, obviously, if you've got it for a medical reason, you've got to make sure it fulfills that reason.
Yes, especially
but
with epilepsy.
it is nice. So, and I'd be interested to know the long-term results.
I have to keep you updated.
Say that again. Sorry.
I'll have to keep you updated if I remember.
Yeah. So we have Hey Jackie, and Horlick says it's a really clever effect. Looks like a smoke tunnel. Yeah. No, I like it. Something for you to work on, Horlicks. That light looks so soothing, Tasha.
Thank you. It's because I'm borderline autistic, and sensory stuff helps me.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I think sensory stuff helps even people without autism. I mean, for example, at the most basic level, can anyone think of anything better than with the bubble wrap?
I always do that with the bubble wrap.
And I always love it when you
put it on it or stand on it.
Sorry,
it's the quicker route.
Yeah, I feel so much better now. And of course, I don't know where it's gone. How do I lose stuff so easily? Here we go. So I got this for a paint palette. Yeah. But let's face it, we all love doing that with it, don't we?
Fidget.
I've
got a Stitch one, but it's a smaller one.
Right. But so I was watching a video the other day, and he says this is good, but for him it's too small, because obviously the little bits in are quite small. What he's discovered, you can get these silicone chocolate molds, and you get about 8 or 10 of them in the same space.
Yeah.
And he says that they work a lot better for him. So I am looking that one up. But you obviously, with it being a chocolate mold, it's going to cost a little bit more. This was like a couple of quid. It's more expensive than a paint palette, but it's so much easier to clean. But it doesn't clean the wash out very well.
Right.
Too many nooks and crannies.
Yes.
So if it was like a chocolate mold, I think that'd be a much better idea. But this is definitely the trendy modeling tool at the moment.
I did see something about that quite a while ago.
Yeah, it's just that it's so easy to clean out. You wait for the paint to dry, you push it in from the other side, and the paint just falls out, because nothing sticks to silicone, does it?
No.
So I'm looking forward to trying these out with different things. I've got one on those, but don't think it would be suitable on a stream. It's a Rude Bits mold. Why am I not surprised by that, Horlicks? Why does that not shock me? So yeah.
Am I sending anybody to sleep yet?
Not yet. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be busy with doing my part works. Oh, Shadow. So you know that the nail one that I got, parcel that I got. I put the paper on the floor.
Is he laying on it?
He's in it. He's not laying on it. He's in it. I wish I could. I wish I could show you. I will try my best. There it is. Oh,
yeah.
He's bored of it now. But no, he is my quality control. He does investigate. He's always eyeing up my ET box now. Would you like? What about that box over there that you knocked over earlier? Oh, now he's eyeing up a box that's about half the size of his head. So yeah. So yeah. I've got nothing else to add. I'll be honest with you. We're missing some people today, aren't we? No Mike, no Teresa.
They'll probably be busy though, Mike and Teresa.
Yeah,
you know how it gets like.
Yeah,
they probably still got us on in the background, but they're just too busy.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little message come up in a minute from Teresa. I'm here. I'm just listening. So, right, some experiments that I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks. Craft paints. That seems to be making another appearance, and it's something I always want to have a go. Yeah. Obviously, I haven't got any paints to hand, but little bottle of paint. No, I haven't got any little bottle. Hello, you. As you can see, it's not a random towel. That is actually Shadow on the desk. He's decided he's chilling out. So let's switch to a more interesting view. There we go. This is £1 for 300ml bottle. And craft paints are about, like modeling paints are about £3 for 17ml. So I want to just do some experiments, making up some craft paints, making up various chemicals, making up my own flow improver, things like that, and just sort of try painting some stuff with an airbrush. And obviously, like this being a quid, I mean, when you think about things like the Lancaster, if I can make like a drab green, and then I can do all the base coats with the greens and the browns that I've made myself and the blacks, and then I go over the top layer with a good quality paint, then I've saved myself a lot of money. The only trouble with these is they are difficult to mix. Let me find a mixing tub. So, and they don't mix well with just water. So, are you coming out? I've got a green one of these as well. Like, you see how thick that is. But you see how much paint you're going to get out of it. I need a stick. These aren't the best sticks to mix them with, but let's try it with some airbrush thinner. There's more to it than just chucking thinner in, but as you see, it's very difficult to mix because of how thick it is. So a bit of work has to go into it. As you can see, like it's all lumpy. But yeah, these came from the works. If I can get them to work okay, then yeah, I'm gonna have some fun with it. That's still way too thick. Way too thick. But yeah, but I'm actually going to be taking a trip down to Hobbycraft probably tomorrow. Yeah. because what I'm looking at as well is stuff for the cricket machine. I really want to start using that. And my cat sitter, she's a bit of a crafter as well. And I did a course the other week. That's getting there now. I'm not sure if the opacity levels are good, but yeah, you can paint with that. But there are little lumps in it, so you do need to sort of filter it out. But I mean, there's more to it than just chucking thinner in it. It's not. You need to put flow improvers and things in there. But yeah, that'll go through an airbrush. Still getting a little bit thick. It's getting there. But can you see how much paint I've made out of that small blob?
True.
So that's getting nicer, actually. I reckon I could brush paint with that, you know. But the only thing is, it is a little bit thinner than model paints. So you might have to put 2 or 3 layers on. But do you really mind about doing 2 or 3 layers if it's like a tenth of the cost?
True.
In fact, it's not even a tenth of the cost. It's probably, let's have a look. 17mm is say £3. That's £1 for 300mm. So 17. It's probably about 30, 40 times the cost. So do you really mind having to put an extra layer on if you're saving yourself all that money? So yeah, it's actually, do you know what? I'm gonna do the maths. Can I write on that? Is that too shiny? I need a pen. Echo.
You can never find a pen when you need one sometimes.
Echo, what's £2.75 divided by 17?
£2.75 divided by 17 is 16p.
Echo, what's £1 divided by 300?
£1 divided by 300 is 0.00333333
Right, there you go. So something like your Vallejo paints is costing you 16p a milliliter. This is 0.003 pence per milliliter. So that's the cost difference. So if you can get a lot of your painting done with craft paints, you've just got that much more money you can save.
Yeah.
But there's people on the internet that they're doing like most of their painting with craft paints. And then, you know, obviously I've saved a lot of money by making my own thinners. Because I'm one of those kind of people, I could probably afford to buy all the top of the range stuff, but I won't pay the money just because I can. If there's a cheaper alternative out there, I'll buy it. Because that's what I'm looking at is the cost. There you go, flow improve. That's what you want. Whoops, that was way too much in there. But and not only that,
once you mixed it.
Yeah. Say that again.
What are you gonna do with that?
Well, this one I'm throwing because I'm just mixing it just to show you. Sorry, this is a little tiny bit of a private joke. Some people just dunk models in emulsion paint from B&Q. No, there was a YouTuber a long time ago. They wanted to repaint, I think it was their Root Master, and they painted it with emulsion paint from B&Q, and they were like surprised that the result wasn't very good. There is a limit to what paint you can use. So have you not got something to try paint? I've got loads of things I can paint, but most of that stuff I want to do on stream. I could apply it on this. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's have a go, shall we?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if this is going to work. I really genuinely don't. And
no harm in trying.
Well, I've already declared this lightning as a paint mule, haven't I?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not plugged in. Yeah, it would help if I plugged it in, wouldn't it? Yeah, air compressors have a habit of not working with no power. Oh. So world exclusive on my channel, guys. Penny mucks up her lightning with with yeah. So yeah, whatever I said.
Yeah.
I don't know. I lost track. So I still think that's a little bit thick, to be honest with you. So it's not just, obviously I've said that model paints is 16p a milliliter. This is 0.003 pence per milliliter. But look how much I'm thinning it down. I'm probably thinning it down 10 times the amount that I would with something like Vallejo. So it's more like 0.003 pence per milliliter. But look, it's just going and going. That I think is okay. Only one way to find out, isn't there?
Yep.
Now, there is one other thing. It goes down better with primer down or paint. The craft paint sticking to the bare plastic isn't as good. So obviously you've now got to buy primer, and there are, for me, that's not a problem. I always prime anyway. It's one of those things. Do you need to? Do you not? Well, let's just prime, and then you should be all right. Right. So yeah, obviously you're gonna have to buy the primer. I'm going to put that straight down because it's already got paint on it. So let's dunk that in the airbrush. And this is a cheapy Chinese airbrush. There's nothing special about it. I think it's still too thick, guys. Yeah, that's still too thick. Can you believe that? Yeah, you can tell. Why is that not coming out? There you go. Now I'm wondering if it's over thinned. Yeah, it's very, very thin. I think I've over thinned it. So that's one thin coat. So I think I've over thinned it a little bit. But that's one thin coat. Oops. Something's just fell off. Don't know what it was. I saw something drop, but I can't see what. Oh, it's one of the air flaps.
Looks like it's purple.
Well, it will do because it's got grey underneath. Now, the main application I'm thinking of here is if you're painting large areas. You know, you're not going to save yourself much money if you're just doing small bits. But so if you're doing a large area, by the time you get to the end, the first bit's going to be dry. But that's 3 layers. The detail is still there. I mean, that's over thinned. I think I did go a little bit too thick, because where it wasn't coming out, I then stuck more thinner in. It turned out it was the bit that controls the amount of paint that comes out. But I mean, all I've done is I've just chucked an airbrush thinner in that. Now, obviously, playing about with the recipe, you know, with flow improver and this, that, and the other, I think we can get. There's a lot of potential there, isn't there?
Yeah.
But it's definitely building up, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then if you finish that off with the correct color of model paint over the top, obviously you're not going to finish it off with that color, but look, you're getting good results. Now, if I didn't over thin it, that would probably be solid now. But look, it's a good finish. Just literally chucking a little bit of craft paint from the works. Yeah, it is working. So if you're painting a large model, would you rather be paying £3 for a little tiny bottle of paint, or using that for £1? And of course, obviously that's not really going to be the right color for most things, but you know, you get sort of 6 colors and then mix and match them. So you know, if you add green to that, you've got a brown. Add a bit of yellow, you've got an orange. Add a bit of grey to it, you know, you've got a drab red. But yeah, it's definitely working. Now, obviously, I'm only painting one small wing at a time, so it's taking a lot of effort. Now, if I was painting the whole thing, you know, as I go round, this will be dry by the time I finished it. But just, you know, go over a bit of paint. Then at the moment, I'm going just there to dry it. I mean, I've had to put a lot of coats on that. And obviously the color underneath heavily influences the final color. Now you combine that with making your own thinners, making your own flow improver, making your own paint retarder and everything else. You got yourself a good way. The only drawback with making your own products is to make the first batch costs you more money than buying something in the first place. You know, like to buy all the stuff I need to make the thinners, it's probably cost me about 20 quid. Whereas this is about £7. But this works out at about 40 pence for the same quantity as that. So once you've made your first batch, yeah, you spent a lot of money. But something like thinners, you're using stuff that you'd probably have anyway. Horlicks, I know, already has alcohol, because if you do anything with electronics, you've got alcohol. So he's halfway there. So I'm going to go for one last coat just to prove the point that it does work. But look, how many layers have I put on there? I've still got all of the detail.
Yeah.
But that's definitely red, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that was my first go. You know, obviously I need to play with things. Now, if you go to Poundland to buy your paint, you're going to get a different consistency. So you'd pretty much have to start that experiment all the way from the beginning again. This one come from the works. I'm off to Hobbycraft tomorrow. So their paint might be completely different. So I think the key is, if you're going to use craft paint, find somewhere to get your craft paint from, and then stick with that one. Because let's face it, that's going to last me a long, long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to use it for all models. So yeah, I mean, is anyone unhappy with that?
No.
I do think I over thinned it. So I mean, obviously it's not going to be as heavily pigmented as like my AK Interactive paints, but yeah, I'll show you how thin the paint is. That's one layer. So you see how heavily I've thinned it. So the next thing I want to try out is give it a little bit of a durability test. So let me just clean the airbrush out. I've also found a really cheap way to clean the airbrush out. If you just give me a second, I'll be back in a moment and I'll show you how I now clean my airbrush out. Hello, Spirit. Ooh. Right, guys, airbrush cleaning. I was absolutely blown away when I discovered this. I have got 1 mug of water, as you can see, kettle boiled. All that is hot water straight from the kettle.
Yeah.
Pour out your excess into that. Give it a wipe. Hot water. Oops. Bit of a spray to get it going. You really want a pour out pot as well, but finger on the end. Give that some back thingy, whatever they call it. Wipe it out. More hot water. Give it the blow back. It's still red. Chip that away. Perfect. One clean airbrush. All I've used is hot water straight from the kettle.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it when I watched a video and they said, well, I'm going to clean it out with hot water. I'm like, really? So all those expensive chemicals I bought, tool cleaner, expensive airbrush cleaner. Don't get me wrong, this doesn't replace airbrush cleaner. Periodically, you want to give it a good clean out with airbrush cleaner. But look at that. How quickly did I just clean that airbrush out? Look on the end. I know you can't see it very well, but can you see any paint on the end there?
Not from my eyeballs.
No.
But...
That. Everything clean. Hot water straight from the kettle. The only thing hot water won't clean out is dried on paint. So ideally you want your hot water sitting here a little bit quicker than that. But yeah, look, and I've done all of that with a cheap. I think this airbrush is about 15 quid. You might even get the hose with it as well. This actually came with the compressor, but to buy this on its own, it's about 15-20 quid for this airbrush. And that's just a workhorse. It's got the little adjuster thing on there for the air. It's got the adjuster for the paint on the back. And obviously it's got my little custom thingy on that as well. And that's it. And that's what I've just done with a cheap, nasty airbrush and craft paint. So is anyone impressed as I was by that?
Not that I've got one, but it looked easier to clean.
No, but this is what I was told is the best airbrush cleaner.
Mm.
And it's not. That's the best airbrush cleaner. I've also got, this is my homemade airbrush cleaner, which I bought one of these, what do they call them, mason jars?
Yeah.
And then what I'll do, maybe once every so often, let me turn the air compressor off before I take the hose off. Every now and again, I'll, let's say this is about a pound's worth in there. And then what I'll just do is I'll take that cap off. I'll take the needle out. Actually shouldn't remove the needle from behind, but that can go in there. Do that cap back up. Do that back up. Well, dunk that in. Do that there. That in there. Shut the jar up, and I'll take that out tomorrow morning. And that'll be about 90% perfectly clean tomorrow. And the blue is the because you know about, have I told you about my airbrush cleaner?
No.
So
not me anyway.
Well, this is airbrush thinner. This is this, but with some concentrated screen wash in it. So you'll see there I've got blue lines for my proportions.
Yeah.
Alcohol to there, water to there, bit of flow improver, bit of retarder. If you don't put the flow improver and retarder in, instead fill it up to there with screen wash. And a little tiny bit of ammonia cleaner, about 5 ml, not an awful lot. And be really, really careful, guys, when handling ammonia, because even if you sniff it from a distance, like if you get the bottle and you're like sniff it from a distance, it'll still knock you back. Nasty, nasty stuff. But yeah, that's my £20 airbrush. That's how I deal with it. And I don't do that every day. I actually read from, is it Steiner and Harder and Steenbeck? They said you don't want to be dismantling your airbrush all the time. This is my deep clean.
Yeah.
So normally I just do that hot water clean and it's ready for the next paint. But it's just I haven't actually done my airbrush in a long time. But yeah, like I say, I'll leave that in there overnight. But you see, they say that particular airbrush you can't get the needle out from the front. It's because of the way that the nozzle is done.
Yeah.
But the trouble is, if you take the needle out from behind and you push it in from behind, if you get it just slightly out of a line, you could knock that tip. And if you knock the tip, just the whole needle and the nozzle is gone. You need a replacement. And with these cheap Chinese brushes, you ain't going to get a replacement for it. And I think for an Iwata, you're talking about 20-30 quid. So for the sake of putting the needle in from behind, the replacement needle is going to cost you more than a whole airbrush from China. But Dominique, I'm going to bed on Sunday if possible. I can join. Yeah, you are more than welcome to, Dominique. What we're going to do with these, don't know if Natasha remembers this conversation. What we're going to do is we'll make the decision on what the next model is to build a little bit more in advance, so that if anybody wants to go out and buy the kit and then join us, they can do that. The only thing we'll say is, obviously, if you can't make a particular stream, we will ask you just to sort of catch up to where we are for the next stream, just to save us keep going backwards and forwards. But that's, I think it's the only way we can do it. Horlick says, yeah, that looks good and would be interested to see how it look laid up with other colors. May get a nice effect. Yeah. Obviously with any paint, whether it's top of the range model aircraft paint or craft paint, the thinner you go, the less opaque it is, the more, I mean, basically that's glazing, what you've just described there, Horlicks. When you're blending colors together, whether you do it with a brush or you do it with an airbrush, yeah, it's called glaze. It's just a nice little technique that I've seen before is, if you want to build the colors up, like for example, I did a figure with a purple cape, and where I tried to do the highlights, it came out stepped. It was just horrible and clunky. And if you go over it with, let's say I was doing purple, so you do your bottom layer not red enough, a little bit too on the blue spectrum, and your top layer is far too bright, and then go over the whole lot with a really thin red, it's just going to bring those colors together. But in figures, we were using what we call glazers, which is a paint that you paint on, but it's very, very thin, almost transparent. I've seen it used with a First World War aircraft where you get the propellers of two different types of wood. And what he's done is the light colored wood, he's gone in a little bit too light. And then he's gone in with a dark brown on the other wood. Then he's gone over the whole lot with a transparent orange, and it's brought them together and they look a nice varnished two-tone wood effect. Looks really, really nice. The way I've just described it, it sounds awful, but it is really good. So when I woke up this morning, I wasn't expecting to be doing airbrushing on an unboxing video, but there you go. But yeah, I'm one of these kind of people where if you say the words, this will save you. Oh, I've just bent. Guys, don't put a cup of hot boiling water on your cutting mat. It actually bends it. I'm sure it'll go back to normal once it's cooled down. But no, me cutting mat has just got a bulge in it now from where the hot water was. Yeah, if I see anything that says make your own, save money, anything like that, I'm always happy to give it a try. And if that didn't work, I mean, I used that paint for another project. When I do, if I do grass, what I do is I'll mix the PVA with brown glue, brown paint, and I'll lay the PVA glue down, the brown PVA glue, and then I'll put my grass over the top. And what that does is, if you get any patchiness in the grass, instead of seeing paper or wood or whatever underneath, you're now seeing brown, and it looks like a little patch in the grass. Now, I'm not going to go and use, if I'm doing, say, a 6-foot board and I want brown paint in with all the P, can you imagine how much Vallejo paint I'd use for that? Not a chance. So that's why I bought that red. Because the reason I actually bought the red, I was after a brown. It was just after Halloween, and the woman said, we've got no brown and we've got no orange because it's Halloween. Everyone's been coming in and buying all the Halloween colors. So you're not going to get black. You're not going to get orange. You're not going to get brown. And I went, well, I'm going to have to make brown. And she says, right, well, to make brown, you use 2 colors of the opposite end of the spectrum. So I bought a green and I bought a red. I mixed the 2 together and I got brown. So it cost me £2 to make the brown rather than £1. So the paint's already been used, done its purpose. So as far as I'm concerned, that little experiment's cost me nothing. And well, I don't think I perfected it tonight, mainly because I over thinned it. And I think I probably wanted, see, I need to get some vegetable glycerin, and I want to have a go at making my own flow improver. And once you start making your own things, you can then start adjusting the ingredients. You know, like my thinner, that's cleaner. With my thinner, I put in 3 ml of flow improver and 3 ml of retarder. But when I make it for the when I use it for the airbrush, I'll probably put an extra drop of retarder into the airbrush cup. Because I find that with this mix, as it comes out of the airbrush, it atomizes far too quickly. So you tend to find you're hitting the surface with dry paint. So then it comes out bumpy. So if you add a little bit of extra retarder, you know what retarder is, Natasha?
Nope.
Right. So retarder means to stop, so
Right.
slow down. So buses have retarders for brakes. So it slows it down. It's not designed to stop it. It's designed to slow it down. So any retarder is something that will slow it down. So a paint retarder will stop the paint from slowing. Now, if you got like your Airfix paints and you thinned that only with retarder, you painted it on your model, it'd take about 24 hours to dry rather than the 5-10 minutes that you're used to. So you put in a little bit of retarder because you're mixing the paint in the airbrush. It comes out of the airbrush mixed with air. That air will dry the paint. If the paint is dry before it hits the aircraft, you're hitting it with, you're basically chucking dust on it, coloured dust. So you add a little bit of retarder, it just stops it from drying quite so quickly, and then it gives it a leveling effect, so it's not so bumpy. So when I use my thinner with an airbrush, I'll put a little bit more retarder in because the effect of the airbrush. John Alex Scale Modeling, how are you? Oh, do you know what? Just for John Alex, because he's an absolutely lovely guy, I'm going to show you my figures again. Got to. You've also just missed. It's not the most successful experiment. It's the first time I've ever done it. But I just painted that with red craft paint with an airbrush. As you can see, it's not a bad result. I did thin it down a little bit too much. Why can't I get the... There you go. Like you can see, I've still got the detail. Oh, I was going to show you these accent panel lines. What colour should we use? Dark grey, black, brown, dark brown. Let's use dark brown.
Dark brown.
Dark brown. So you should gloss over it first, but you pop a little bit of... You see, I've just made that detail pop a little bit more.
Mm.
And then once it's dried a little bit, you'll... better to go over it with a cocktail stick, but I'm just showing you this like really quickly. Oh, guess what? Paint's not dried properly. So it's just pulled all the paint off, but... So yeah, just sort of help that detail pop a little bit. Obviously that's not how you apply it. Yeah, one thing I wanted to try, I know that's not properly dry yet, but I just wanted to give it a little... Do you know what? That's all right. That is all right. I mean, look, I painted this, what, 10-15 minutes ago. I don't know if you can hear my finger squeaking.
Yes.
That ain't coming off, is it?
No.
So that's what that is, guys. That cost me £1. We just did a quick workout that AK Interactives have cost me 16 pence per milliliter. This has cost me 0.003 pence. And this is 4 or 5 times thicker than AK Interactives. So not only is it that much cheaper per milliliter, you're getting that much more out of it because you've got to thin it down. Right, so Tory Factory. I have bought some Lancaster Crew, but they gave me a nice little bonus. I bought these. This is 1 to 32 scale Lancaster Crew. $73, 73 pounds it cost me, which is extremely expensive, but I think actually they're worth it. The quality is, I'm just going to show you one because I have shown everyone. A lot of cleanup required on them, but they are very detailed. I'm going to really enjoy painting those. Really, really nice. Now, as a bonus, I was not expecting this. They sent me 2 extra figures. Didn't ask for them. I haven't told them anything about me. And the reason I'm mentioning that is because the second figure they sent me, you couldn't pick anything at random that was more suitable. So this is 1 to 35 scale. This is Picket Man. So I might just paint him up just for fun. Here comes the cat. So I'll paint him up at one point. And I like the white t-shirt. I do like painting white because I know how to. Now this, let me tell you a little bit, but let me give you some keywords about me. I mostly do 1 to 48 scale. That's not the model, by the way. That is the cat's foot. So my preferred scale is 1 to 48 scale, and my preferred subject is US Navy. So imagine what I thought when I got this. US Navy Modern Women Pilot Set 1 in 1 to 48 scale. And this is one of the figures. I am absolutely chuffed to bits for that. I haven't paid extra for that. That I cannot complain about. But obviously I bought it for the Lancaster figures, and they came rather quick. They came in about a week. Korea to Britain in a week, I don't think is too bad. Right, what's the other ones? Where are they? Here we are. Right, so this is, I got these on eBay for about 40 quid. This is Lancaster Crew walking. You might have to move, mister. This is Lancaster Crew walking towards their Lancaster. There's the base, which I didn't expect this. Look at that. It's even got a tyre track going through the middle of it. And just various random bits of, there's obviously something's gone. Is that an aeroplane, do you reckon, gone through there?
Could have. Or
who knows? Yeah. Who knows? You know.
Tank.
Oh, Shadow, you're sitting on my models. Right, so I'm just going to pick 1 or 2 at random because, like I say, I have done a close up and that watching this. Sorry, mister, are you complaining because it's bedtime?
Yes.
You do know we went to bed in the afternoon, don't you? Right, so this is one of the figures, and it's just so much detail on it. I wonder how close I can get this. So much detail on that. You can actually see emotion in their faces. You know, what I'm reading from their faces is, are we going to come back from this mission? We're doing what we have to do, but you know, is this going to be our last mission? And there's 7 of those,
Something like that.
7 or 8, I can't remember. So actually I want to do a comparison because I'm wondering if they're sized correctly. Oh, they're not the same size. Look at them. I'm going to check that because they're not the same scale. I don't know if they're out or this is out. I only just noticed that. Yeah, there's no way they're the same size. It doesn't matter because these aren't going in the aircraft. so we can just kind of call it perspective. But you know, as I said, someone did say that they're not. It's the wrong time. That's got winter gear on, and Dan Buster's raid was done in May, so they wouldn't have been wearing the winter gear. Let me just quickly check, because one of these is not the right scale, is it? Oops. Why have I now got to sign in? Sorry, guys, I'm just pulling it up via a message. Where's Syria? It does say 1 to 32 scale on the eBay listing. So I'll drop them a message and say, well, I'll measure them as well. So, oh, little history. Tasha having a disco. She is having a therapeutic sensory session. Little history says hurrah, and then evening penny. All you people making my stream last longer. As you can see, it's the back end of a cat hair as well. You just like chilling, don't you? So yeah, one of those is not the right scale, and I suspect it's the walking crew that aren't the right scale. But I'll need a ruler first. Right, let's have a quick look. So if anyone wants to do some maths for me, so this I've got the wrong camera again, haven't I? So this figure, he's walking, he's got a head on, and he's carrying stuff. He is, I don't have inches on this ruler, guys. He is 55 centimeters. Sorry, 55 centimeters, 55 millimeters. So he's 58 millimeters. Echo, what's 58 millimeters times 32?
58 millimeters times 32 is 1.856 meters.
Oh, maybe these are right. Let's make him 1.8 meters tall. Yeah, which is small, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the average person? 1.8 to 2 meters.
Should be.
So yeah, I don't know, but there's definitely a size difference between the two, isn't there?
True.
JC Brick says, "Hey Terry." Yeah, I'll do some work on that, and I'll investigate it. Right, guys. I definitely don't have much else to talk about. Other than I didn't expect to be doing that. So I've just painted that wing with craft paint, and I'm cleaning my airbrush hot water for cleaning your airbrush. You can see it worked well enough, didn't it?
Yes.
And I'm doing my deep cleanse with homemade airbrush cleaner. So, as you know me, it's all about the cost. So, Natasha, do you have anything to add?
No, not until we're live on, what day is it? Sunday.
Sunday. What are we doing on Sunday? Can you remember?
Mustang.
Can you remember what we're up to and what we planned? I'm asking this because I can't remember.
Something to do with the hole.
That's
We've
right.
got to add
Yes.
a hole to it.
So we've got to drill a hole. No, we ain't got to drill a hole in. Have we? No, we haven't. No, that's the wings. So we've got to drill some holes out to do the wings, but I don't think we're going to get that far. Mister, I think you have definitely got fatter since this morning. You were not this fat this morning. I know I gave you more treats than normal, but I know that the cat sitter is very stingy with treats because she wants you to lose weight. I don't know. He just looks bigger every day. And I can't work out if he's got the odd white hair or if he's going old and grey already. You're only a year old. Why are you going old and grey?
Well, there's 7 years to us, isn't it? Or is it only dogs?
Yeah, but how many 7-year-old kids do you know with a full head of grey hair or grey hair? He's not.
He'll be 14.
No, he's a year old.
Well, he'll be
Don't wish
7
his
then.
life. Yeah, he'd be 7. Do you know many 7-year-olds with grey hairs?
Depends, doesn't it?
Oh, it's a couple of people on Facebook really made me depressed. I had to change my profile picture. My dad steps up and he goes, "Oh, can I see silver hairs?" And I went, "Yeah." And then someone else said something, and I'm like, it was like, "Oh, is it a new mugshot or something?" Mind you, I don't smile on pictures much.
I squint my eyeballs, so I don't look like me.
Oh, right. So the reason you don't want to look like you.
Yeah, because I don't want to. It's Tasha, but not Tasha. It's a different Tasha.
Is that like the sorry, not sorry? Tasha, not Tasha.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough then. Right, guys. So, recap of what's coming this week. We have got tomorrow. Can't wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow is my proper stage 1 of the Lancaster. So I am actually building something. Disclaimer. It's either the first stage or the second stage. What I'm aiming to do with the build is the first time I do something, I go into detail about how I do it. So obviously the first time I prime and paint, I explain to you how I'm priming and painting. In subsequent stages, I'll just go, right, I put the primer down like I showed you before, and then I'll put this paint down. Here it is with the new paint. I can't remember if it's stage, I think it's stage 2. I actually forgot to hit the record button, so I wasn't able to show you how I paint. So at some later stage, but I got a feeling stage 1, which I can't remember where I've put it. What have I done with it? Oh no, don't say I've lost my. Anyway, I put together the pilot seat, and it looks beautiful. And I think it's at least as good as the Hachette version, if not better. The only problem I've got now is I haven't received my motor and light set. So I don't know which stages I can build and which stages are going to be replaced with aftermarket parts. So I'm going to have to slow the build down a little bit. So I'm doing the pilot seat over 3 issues. But stage 3 is finishing off the pilot. I haven't filmed stage 3 yet, so I'm telling you my plans rather than what I've done. So stage 3 is finishing off the pilot seat, and then I'm going to be looking at lowering. There's like a platform that the pilot seat goes on, and that's about 6 millimeters too big, according to Nigel's modeling bench. So I'm going to be taking 6 millimeters out of the middle. I was going to take it off the bottom, but Nigel's explained that if you do that, it creates a hole at the bottom and it's difficult to line it up. So he says, make a marker, cut there, and then take 6 millimeters off that, then glue that back on. I'm also going to be where the wing supports are. They've just done a big cutout, and I don't like that. And I think a lot of people don't like it. So I'm going to be filling that in with plastic card and putty and whatever I'm going to fill it in with and make the struts for it. And I'm also going to have to do that where the pilot pilot's platform sits flush against the fuselage. And there's, what do you call it? Like struts. Because I'm taking 6 millimeters off, I've now got to extend those struts by 6 mil. So it's going to be a big job. So I think I'm not actually going to be building, following the instruction build for probably 5 or 6 issues. Instead, I'm going to be doing modifications. And then obviously I'm going to introduce these into the build. So I'll be showing you those. And then obviously these, but it's going to be about a few weeks before I can get that in. What else is there to do? So my aftermarket parts are coming a little bit quicker than I was expecting. They were due in stock 1st of March, which was giving me an estimated delivery date of between the 12th and the 27th of March. They came in a little bit earlier, so they have now been dispatched. So I'm guessing they're coming from Poland. How long does it take stuff to come from Poland to Britain?
No idea.
I reckon within a week I'll have them. So once I've got those, it's my paint masks, it's replacement wheels, the tire and wheel, it's the instrument panel. That's probably going to be about 2 or 3 videos. And I think the way it's going to go is it's going to be very, very slow progress to begin with. And then once we start getting stuff put together, it's then going to speed up. But obviously wings, big wing like that, I can paint that in 1 episode. So that's quite a lot of progress. If you're doing like, we'll glue a couple of little bits on, or I'm cutting this, but it just depends how much I can get done in a week. Obviously I've got my part works to film as well. But yeah, so proper episode 1 of the Lancaster is coming out tomorrow. Nothing on Saturday. So we are live on Sunday. Doing on Sunday. ET issue 2 is coming out on Monday. I'm hoping to reintroduce the Warhammer from Tuesday. I'm having a little trouble with later issues. So there's a possibility I may delay that for 1 week. 28th on the Wednesday, we have got Eddie Stobart. That is a triple episode. And then that takes us to the next Thursday when we have a gauntlet coming out, followed by Lancaster issue 2. Now, this is technically my show, so I suppose that means I've got to close the show, haven't I, Natasha?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? So, would you like to say your goodbyes?
Yep. Thank you, Penny, for having me. Hope you enjoyed the live.
Definitely.
Hope to see you on the next one. In the meantime, take care, be safe, happy crafting or happy modelling.
So thank you for watching the show, guys. I really appreciate it. And thank you for your little light show, Natasha. That was really wonderful. So we will be back on Sunday when we will be building stage part 3 of the Mustang.
Yes.
I think it's going to be fun. I know it's going to be fun. No thinking about it. It will be fun. So, guys, see you on Sunday. Take care. Thank you for watching.